Hi everyone, it's RoshiClan, and yes, this is something different, and yes, this is a guide on how to either be a competitive TCG Pokemon player at regionals and internationals and stuff like that. Also, to be like other stuff like Go and stuff like that. Then the other stuff, it's kind of the same principle, but just make sure you use it as a grand salt. So the TCG is what I'm going to be mostly covering. What to do, how to make an account, how to get a ticket to a regional or international, also how to prepare, how to make sure you got everything set up, what you need to bring with you and stuff, the events and stuff, and what to watch out for as well. So with Pokemon TCG, it is getting bigger and bigger every year. Um, I'm pretty sure that the London Internationals that's happening in April, which this year, 2024, it's going to be the biggest European tournament ever. Uh, I think it's I think it's estimated to be about 2,500 master players for the TCG, which is the biggest ever. It's going to be massive. I'm going myself. I was lucky enough to get a ticket. A lot of people probably wasn't as well. I do really sympathise for them, and I'm really sorry that you couldn't get a ticket. It is really difficult sometimes, but they are increasing the amount of tickets that are being sold every year, and I think it's almost doubled. But I think they added another 1,000 people slots for this event for London, by the looks of it. So don't worry, there will be always a time, there always will be a chance to get a ticket to a regional, international, whatever you want to get to, whatever your goals are. Now, to even get yourself a ticket and start getting points and CP and everything else, you first need to do is make a Pokemon train account. When you have made an account, it will ask you a load of questions. I won't go through it all because it's something that you will see. Um, and you make an account, you log in, and it will ask you, do you want to be, whatever you want to be? Do you want to play Pokemon Play events? Do you want to play Pokemon All Stuff TCG? You push yes, everything else, it'll give you a trainer ID, which is your ID, literally your identification as a player in the Play Pokemon events, everything. Okay, you will need this so that you can actually play in events for like League Cups and stuff like that. So let me show you. So we got like pre-releases, League Cups, uh, League Challenges and stuff like that. So that's a League Cup, League Challenges and stuff. There's other stuff. All right. Now let me show you the filters and stuff like that. So you have lots. So this is in an area with 50 miles from me. Okay, in the UK. I live in the UK, and I can choose trading cards. I can choose league or tournament. I can choose both, and I can choose that. Then I can hit search, uh, or more options, and choose certain ones if I want them to. And just take them out. If you take them out, it will do that. Okay, so there's no filters on there, and it will show me everything. Okay, that is everything in that area. Now, you can choose whatever you want to do, but you need to have a Pokemon Play account. Right? I won't be showing mine because that's my ID. That's something for me. That's personal, and also you want to keep it safe. You only want to be showing it to people that are organising the events. You need to have it so you can register for events and also gain points. Now, the point system is around, I think it's 500 for Europe. I think it's a little bit less for people living in like Australia and stuff like that. And I think it's about 600 for people in America because they have more events, so it's easier to get points. So we have in my area, I can go to League Cups, get maybe 50 points for winning a League Cup, or something close. Um, pretty much, if you want to be doing this kind of stuff, you need to make a Pokemon Play account. Okay, and you need to have Pokemon ID. You'll get one, and you can print it off if you want as well. You can have it into a card, or just keep a register of it. Because when you register for one of these events, you will need to use your account. Now, you need to email them, and have say you need your date of birth, you need your debt list, you need your name, your name that's tied to your Play account, and your Play ID. Okay, then you can enter the leagues and earn CP and awards. Now, CP is earned differently. You get more for League Cups, more and less, a little bit less for League Challenges. Um, Pre-releases give you a little bit. Little tournaments like this may give you a couple of points, but if you're planning to go a bit further than that and you want to go to, say, London Internationals or whatever you want to be doing, there's just a few things you can do. Now, you will see a load of information. It's so vast. It's massive. There's so much information out there. How to deck these things, the rules, the standards, what you need to bring, a coin or coin flip, legal die, and stuff like that. There's so many little things you need to make sure you have with you, and it is crazy Pacific and everything else. Now, this is for Europe. This is for me, okay? 500 points is maximum for winning it, which gives you an instant pass to Worlds. Now, the prizes and stuff like that, it does differ between senior, juniors, and masters division, and if it's a regional, international, or Worlds. Now, let's get into what you do next. So you've made an account. Okay. You've played a few. So you've made an account. You've got a player ID, play Pokemon account. You've got an ID number. You're doing some of these little events, and then you're like, I want to go to regionals. Right. Okay. So the best way to do that is log in and make an account with RK9. This is the only place you get tickets from. Do not go anywhere else. I don't think you can, but do not go because this is the only place you get your ticket for regionals, internationals, and worlds. All right. Or wait, you get an invite for worlds. You don't actually get it from there. So internationals and regionals, this is the only place you can get it. This is the only website you can. So please do not get it from anywhere else. All right. You make an account. I'm logged in there. You make an account. It will ask you for your Play Pokemon ID. You will put it in with your information, and it will link up with your Pokemon Club ID, and that will be you are authenticated. You do your email of verification, all that stuff. You have an account, and then your account will come up. So if I look at my deck list and stuff like that, it has all like my past deck list I was using, stuff like that, at League Cup and other stuff as well. It doesn't show you much else now. So if I go back to the player account, you will see that I am registered for London International Championships. Okay. Now, to get a ticket, okay, to a regional. So let me go to Pokemon events. Okay. I may look a little bit small on here because I've had to make it so you can see it. Okay. You will see there's different events going on that are open, right? And you'll have ones that you are registered to here and when they are released, the dates and times and everything else. Most of the time they are released on Wednesdays, 6 p.m., whatever time that is in your time. But some events are different. There is what's it called? It's on X, which used to be Twitter. If you Google it, you should be able to find it. It should be some Facebook places. I can't remember what it's called. And you might get an update saying, oh, the ticket's going to be released on this day. Now, if you want to go, say, to the London Internationals and you want to play TCG, you click on the TCG. Then, if this is your first time signing up, you must make an account. It even tells you, and you need to link it up with your ID, your play Pokemon player ID, your birthday, your country, your name, everything. Okay. That also keeps a record of your points. Okay. Everything is linked together. So you'll see that the event, when it's happening, when it's starting, when the closing date for submissions for debt lists and stuff like that, and everything else. And if there's anything you need information wise and the location, you can go to register for this event. Okay, when you hit that, it will give you. It won't work for me because I'm already registered. Um, but yeah, you'll see. You'll get all this if you've already registered and you've already got your ticket. But what you should be seeing is pretty much when you click on, let me go back, let me show you exactly. So when you click on this, you get into the queue, it'll be a queue more than likely. So you have to be really quick on the time, on the minute, literally just clicking on this until you get in. And when you get in and you put into a queue, it will load up and it will ask you, do you acknowledge this like COVID rule? I accept all the information about this, or I acknowledge that I accept all this. It's all out 3 ticks you have to do, then hit send, and then go to payments. And if you go to payment and you get put into a queue and you're lucky enough, you'll get onto the payment scheme. Then it will say, is this all the information correct? You pay for it and you get your ticket invite. And it will look like, this on your account. Then when you click on this, okay, this is what it will look like when you've got your ticket. Okay. Now, when you've got your ticket, the best thing you can do is make sure you've got the dates, you've got your hotels, everything else, and all that stuff. You got your debt list and everything else that you have to put up, and I'll get to that in a minute. So you've got your tournament, you've got your ticket for the tournament. Okay, so you've gone through this process. You've hit sign, go to registered. You've hit the 3 ticks that you have to do. Read them if you really want, but you want to be really quick. Then, when you've paid for your ticket and you've got congratulations, you've got your ticket, tra la 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 la. You can go onto your play account, your player ID. It will show you what you've got. Go to Pokemon T, the one you're actually registered to. If you know what deck list you're going to use, and you've got till the 5th to register your deck list. To register your deck list, all you have to do, you can copy it from TCG Live, or you can manually pull it in. Just put like new deck list and stuff like that, and import it as well. Or you can use PCG Go as well, which doesn't exist anymore. But TCG Live, you can manually put them in by searching them and selecting them. But that's how you put in, and then you hit save, and then you submit it. Then you hit a little tick, then you submit it again. It's saved, and that deck list is what you're going to be using at the event. Now, to be honest with you, do not do it until the very end. You have till when is it? I'm pretty sure it's on the day. Yeah, on the day before 8 o'clock in the morning. So this event starts on the 5th. It starts 8 a.m. and you need to have it in there before then. So test your deck before. Now, let's get to the fun bits. Now, what do you do? So you've got your deck list, you've trained. Make sure, first thing you can do, choose a deck list you want to use, a deck that you are comfortable with, that is strong enough in the meta, or whatever you feel that is strongest for you, and you get success for. Practice with it. Do not change it Okay, unless it gets rotated, do not change it. Okay, only change it if you've been testing it and you found, oh, I can improve it. But don't bring multiple decks, test multiple, bring multiple decks with you day before and then go, oh, I'm going to choose this one. No. Keep to one deck, practice with it, keep practicing with it, make improvements, and then when you are happy with it and you've tested it to the absolute death and you're completely sick of it, then you're ready. And then submit your deck list. All right, and you're 100%. Only do that when you are 100%. You can change it, but you have to do it before this time. Okay, and the dates it says when the tournament starts. All right, and you can do it on the deck list creator. It's so easy to use. You will figure it out. Okay, now your pairings and stuff like that. That does not come up until an hour after the event starts. And you can have that on your phone. You have it on your phone. So you have this website on your phone. You're logged in, and you literally have this screen on your phone. You go to this, and you click View Pairings. And when you hit View Pairings, it will show you when it starts, who you're playing against, what's your table. So what I would suggest is hitting like the on your phone if you're using Google. I don't know what it is on Safari. You hit this. You put finding page, whatever it's called. You can search for, I think it's find and edit, find something on this page. Search, put your name or your last name in there, and then when the pairings are ready, you literally hit select, find your name, find which table you're at, go to the table, make sure the person that you are playing against is that person. Okay, when you find it, you sit down. The person that sits opposite you, say, "Is this you?" If they go yes, great. If they go no, then either they're at the wrong table or you're at the wrong table. And don't forget, you don't have a lot of time, so make sure you have the right information. So having this open on the day is very important. You need your view pairings open before it starts. This will not happen. You won't see it at the minute because it's not live. Okay, but it will be on the day an hour after it starts. Okay, now what to do when you're getting to the events? Okay, and you've been practicing, and you've been going to events like this, and you're learning, you get to practicing, or you've got friends who you can play with and try different decks, different versions. Do that as much as possible, and I mean that. It really does matter because when you get to one of these tournaments and you mess up, so you misplay and you saw a card that you weren't supposed to see, the person opposite you won't go, "Oh, it's fine, we're only playing." They're going to go, "Judge." They're going to tell the judge is going to go, either you're going to have a 2 prize penalty, or you're going to have to do something else, or you're going to get some kind of penalty, or you could lose the whole match. Okay? Make sure you practice. Try and eliminate all misplaying on the day by practicing before going to these events in the area and wherever you live and stuff like that, or friends who you play with. Make sure you get the card sequences right, everything. Okay. Now, when you go to these big events, now this is in London. Okay. When I was in Dortmund, pretty much what you need to bring with you. Okay. Now, let me see. Let me show you something. So, it says on the information here, this is the Pokemon channel. You can see this, right? Pokemon TCG competitors information, right? It is here, but it's not going to tell you everything you need to know. That's why I'm here. So, what to bring? And this is what the bare minimum you need to bring with you. First, your deck that is registered to the tournament by using your deck list submission, your deck list creator, right? You must put your deck list on this for this event. When you click on it, so when you click on this event, when you look for it or whatever on your account, go away. And you see this information, blah, 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 and you've registered your deck list. That is important, okay? So you have got your deck with you. You have the correct sleeves. I suggest using Dragon Shield sleeves. Um, Dragon sleeves. All right, Dragon sleeves. Doesn't have to be these ones, but anything like this, TCG ones, they are brilliant. Use them. Okay. Also, make sure you've got spares, and I mean it. So if you've got these and you've got a sleeves on your deck, and they've got some marks on them or something like that, and the person opposite you sees that they're marked or some kind of damage to them, they can go to the judge and go, look, these cards are marked, and it could go against you. So you need to make sure when you're playing that you have got spare sleeves, at least an extra 60 sleeves on you. So bring more sleeves. Doesn't matter if they're the same, just make sure they're the same colour or whatever you want to use. Bring spares. Promise you it will make a difference. I use the matted ones, which are really good. Dragon sleeves, Dragon Shield are really good. I don't use anything else now. So you've got your deck, you've got your sleeves, you've got your backup sleeves. You need to bring dice. So I bring a box like this. Okay, it has decks and stuff like that, and I have sleeves, and then I have stuff like this. Okay, you need your vstar markers, you need dice, and you need damage counters, and you need pretty much like poison tokens and fire tokens, stuff like burn tokens and stuff like that. You need stuff like this. Okay. It's really important to have all these things. So it says damage counters, condition markers. So you poison, you burn, you need coins. You can use coin or dice, flip dice, normal square, six side, dice. That is a 1 to 6. It's really easy to get. You get them from you'll get them. Trust me, you know where to find them. A pen to fill out the match sleeves as well. Slips. I didn't bring this pen with me the first time, and now I do. Have a pen with you. It really makes a difference because when you need to sign it and say I won this on your slips, you get slips when you're during each match you're playing, and you have to put in either you've won, drawn, or lost, something like that. Okay. So that's the bare minimum you need to bring. Deck that is registered to RK9 Labs to this event and legal cards, and you have 60. Make sure you have all 60 with you before you leave. Please do. Right? You've got backup sleeves. Check. Okay? Of the same type, whatever you want to be using. I use dragon sleeves, they're really good. Damage counters, condition markers, vstar marker if you're using vstars, but have some anyway. Pen to fill out the forms, dice, damage dice, all that stuff. Now, and it will say strongly, look, card sleeves are strongly encouraged. Optional items include playmat and blank notepad and blah 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 blah. Proof request, proof age player declined. I don't know what that means anyway. But anyway, bring that. Bring your playmat. Bring your own playmat. You get one at the event, but bring one anyway because it helps you. Okay? So, don't forget, write this down. Dice. Condition markers. V-star markers. Damage counters. What else? Sleeves. Spare sleeves. Your deck. Your deck list. The same deck that you put in the deck list, submission, whatever you submitted to the RK9 for the event before the time it starts, make sure you have it. And you have all 60 cards and you haven't changed anything and all in sleeves. What else do you bring? A pen. That's pretty much it. That is what you, and a playmat, of course. Um, and you bring that with you, and then you'll be fine. Okay, that's what you need, bare minimum. Like that, you have to bring it, or you're buggered pretty much. You don't. The pen isn't major, but it helps. Okay. Now I bring a electrical pad with where I can write down what my prizes are and stuff like that. It's a digital pad. What's it called? Ultimate Guard, I think it is. It's like a digital pad, and you can wipe it away with a pen, and you don't have to use paper, and it just allows you to write down when you check your prizes. You write down what you've got as prized, and you can also make notes as well. Okay, I do that. I've started doing that. It makes a massive difference. So you don't have to remember everything. So that's what you bring. This is what they say you need to bring. What I'm going to tell you what you need to really bring. Okay. So bring a bag with you. A backpack. About this big. Okay. Yeah. Just a normal backpack. Okay. Normal bag. And what you need to have in there as well. Okay. Now they will check your bags when you go in. Make sure you don't have anything, dangerous, weapons, alcohol, all that jazzy stuff. It will say it on the invite. Do not bring such and such and such and such. Just don't bring them stuff. Okay. Really don't. Now, you need to get there. So if it says the event starts, say 8 o'clock, get there for 6:30. Or 7 o'clock, because there will be huge queues and they will have to check every bag and then get your landlord and everything else. Now, at the London Internationals, for Masters, we have to be there on the 4th and we have to go to the event. So this is at the XL. I will be there at XL either around 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. to get my badges, my lanyard, everything, all my identification that allows me to get into the event on the 5th. Okay. Now make sure you got that. All right. If you have to do this at an event at Dortmund Regionals, you literally just turn up on the day. They gave you a little wristband. They check your bag. You show your invite, your ticket information, the email that it confirms that you have got your ticket. They see it, they give you a badge, you go through. Simple as that. Okay. It may be different in London, I'll find out. But make sure if you're going to London Internationals and you are in the Masters group, be there on the 4th between 1 and 8 p.m. to get your lanyard information and your badges and all that other stuff you need for the event. It's different for seniors and juniors. I think it's you pick it on the day and stuff like that, but they can also pick it up on the 4th. Okay, so you've done all that. Great. Now, what to do next? Now, my advice is bring at least 2 bottles of water in a, like a flask, whatever you want to use it. Bring plenty of water. So have your bag, have your playmat, have your deck, have your pen, have your, dice and everything else all ready. So at these events, prices of anything is supersized. So a bottle of water in Dortmund was €5, which is probably about £5 to £6 in the UK, and probably about the same US. So you're talking about $6 or $7 for a small bottle of water. And you can't leave the event and go somewhere because normally it's not going to be anywhere close to it because it's going to be a big stadium. So you are stuck there. Okay. So make sure you have your own water with you in like a sealable, really, closed bottle or whatever you want to bring. I bring 2 watertight bottles, like little flasks of water. So then I don't have to spend stupid amounts of money on just buying water. And also you will get queued up. The queues for the stuff is crazy as well, and you don't want to be missing your pairing, because when they announce, oh, the next stage of the event is happening, so you got match 1, match 2, match 3, whatever it's going to be. You're pairing, each match is it's going to be about 9 on the first day, right? You do not want to be late because you get penalties. Okay, so make sure you have plenty of water with you in your bag, safe, don't leak. You have your deck, you have your play mat, you have your pen, you have all the information you need with you. What's next? Have snacks. Sometimes, and a lot of time it happened with me, I was using the carnival deck, and I would be still on the first match, and that's time, and we're in overtime and everything else. And after that, a few minutes later, the pairings happen. And I've had no time to recover, and had to play another match, literally move across to a few more chairs across on the same table and play another 50 minutes. All right. And then I have to do it again and again and again. So if you're using a deck that's going to take you a long time, make sure you have water with you, snacks. Get snacks. I have allergies, food intolerances, so I have to have special certain foods. So I bring like a couple boxes of blueberries and some like natural, like them snack bars and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. Stuff that can fill you up. Something that oaks like a flapjack or something like that. Something that fills you up because you won't have much time. You do get a break. I can't remember at what time. I think it's about halfway through the event. You get half an hour. We did it with Dortmund. We got half an hour break. That gives you time to eat, drink, whatever you want to do. If you do have a drink with you, and you have it at the table, make sure it is a screw top. It's not an open can or anything like that. They will not tolerate that. And you're not supposed to eat at the tables and stuff like that anyway. But you have an open bottle. If you have a screw top bottle, like a flask or whatever, just put it down by the side by your feet. Make sure it's sealed. If you need a drink, use it, grab it, drink it, put it down, everything else. Cushy. Good. Now, make sure you have your snacks and stuff like that. I take blueberries and certain bars, not energy bars, but just nutrients bars and stuff like that. That's good for me. That keeps me going. On the lunch, if you want to buy some food, hot food, buy it. I won't be because it will be very expensive. Like I said, a bottle of water, a small bottle, will be extortionate. So please, 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 if you don't have the money to splash out on loads of like water and stuff like that, on a Red Bull, whatever, and believe me, they are expensive. Bring your own stuff and make sure it's in a sealed. You can open it and close it anytime, and it's sealed and it's not going to leak. Bring it with you. So you have a bag with your deck list, with your deck. That is the correct cards that are in your deck list that you've submitted to RK9 for this event. You have your sleeves, you have your dice, you have your condition markers, you have damage counters, you have your vstar marker, you have a pen, food like snacks and stuff, healthy snacks, whatever you want to use, stuff that will not let you go to the toilet all the time. Pretty much, you do not, because the queues for the toilet are massive, and I mean massive. So food, plenty of water, stuff like that. Okay, make sure you get to the event early, and I mean early. Make sure your debt list is right. So when you go to your debt list, let me go to it. You go to your deck creator, and this is the deck I played in Dortmund for the League Cup there. It was a Charizard deck. These cards, doesn't matter what versions they are. Okay, they could be the gold version or whatever version of they are. It doesn't matter. And the 8 energies do not matter. Doesn't matter what type it is. But on the cards, I'm going to put one up. Say, cities. Okay. Yeah. At the bottom, there's a certain code. And that's your like This is an F, and it's an F138. All right. This is a Pokemon catcher. All right. It's been reprinted, so it doesn't matter. These kind of cards, trainer cards, don't matter if it's exactly what it is, as long as it's not. It's been reprinted and it's legal. It can be used. So, what I say to you, and I'm really, really saying this to you, your Pokemon, the only thing you have to make sure is correct is the Pokemon, the first, say, 6 bits of the numbered on the card. So if it's, say, so this one here is this Mew here. Okay, this Mew is a special illustration Mew. Okay, that's the Mew. All right, now that number has to match what's at the bottom of this card. See here? So if you click on that, let me go zoom into it. No, go away, go away. I'm trying to show things. See this here? At the bottom? It's got to match GG10, right? On there. It has to match. When it comes to Pokemon, you need to make sure it says GG10 and all the other stuff on there. OBF, 215, whatever. You make sure what cards, the actual cards they are, your physical cards you have, if they're special rares, whatever, matches on your deck list. All right, because they can take it to a special tent, and they will. Somebody says that card's not in his deck, and he's added it. It'll get sent to the deck checkers. There's a little tent where these people will be waiting there. If somebody says they've got added cards or whatever, or that's the wrong deck list, they will take your deck and they will check it to this account, to this information here, and see if you've added cards or you've put the wrong cards in. Okay? Pokemon, make sure if it's special rare or whatever, special illustration, whatever it is you've got physical cards in your sleeves, in your deck, make sure it matches exactly to that. And I mean that exactly. So if I put in this, or just put in Mew, it's just an example. I can't write. It will show you all these, all right? And you got that Mew you can use that Mew, you can use that Mew, all right? And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see it's there. You need to make sure that that is correct. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't want this on my account. But still, that's what you need to do. You need to search out for it. You can either search it, add it, or you can import it. Make sure it matches the Pokemon. The trainer cards, it don't matter. As long as they are legal cards, standard, it's fine. And energy is fine. They can be shiny, they can be special, they can be whatever. It doesn't really matter. But the Pokemon, if it's special or standard or whatever it is, pull it, make sure they match, and it literally totals up to 60 cards in your deck. And make sure that is the deck list, and you submit it before the tournament starts, and you are happy with that deck. When you've done all that, and I close this now. I don't need that as well. You're ready for the tournament. Okay, now don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The bad checks, make sure you have everything with you. The email that shows you that you've got your ticket. You have your bag. You have everything with you. And yeah, I need a drink. Now, please, 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 do not change your mind on the deck the day before. Please don't do it. If you've been practicing with one deck and you're happy with it and it is strong, and somebody goes, oh, the meta's going to be this, the meta's going to be that. Don't change it. If that's what you've practiced with, and that's what you know card for card, don't change it. Please don't. You will regret it. Because odds are that person, whoever told you, might not be right, and you might have chosen the right deck for it, and you choose something else, and you don't know that best, and it comes up, and you need to really know how to play with that deck better. It will show. Please don't. Okay, so let's just wrap these things up. First, you make an account with Pokemon. Play Pokemon account. You have a Play Pokemon ID. There's a link to your date of birth, your name, and you have an ID number. Then you can enter into events like League Cups, League Challenges, and stuff like that. Get CP points. Great. If you want to go to tournaments, say like the international tournaments like this in London, or any other tournament, you want to go to regionals, you need to make an account with RK9. You make an account with RK9, you link up your Play Pokemon account to it, then it will show you that you have a profile. Okay. Then you find the event. When the event tickets go on sale, get on there quick, go to register, click on it, say click on the event, hit the TCG or whatever it wants to be for you. You'll get this page, go to registration, click the 3 ticks, go to payment, be as fast as you can, pay for the ticket. When you get your invites, fantastic. Then, and I say this now, this is really good advice because I did it for London. Book your hotel early before you get the ticket. But when you book the hotel, when you're searching for the hotels in a certain area and it's easy to get to the event, make sure when you're using your Google search, whatever you're using, make sure you have free cancellation. It is wonderful. Free cancellation. I have till the 1st of April to cancel my hotel, what I've paid for. Right? I can cancel it before the 1st of April with no charges. So, I booked my tickets for my hotel 3 days before I got my ticket for London International. Only because I can get free cancellation. Make sure you get your hotels early because they will go like that. So, get your ticket, get your hotel. You know which regional event you need to go to, and you want to go to that event. Book your hotel early because they will sell out quickly, and when they know there's an event, they will hype up the prices sooner than later. Do it early. Look for free cancellation and make sure it's free cancellation before at least time after the tickets have been on sale. So you make sure. So the tickets went on sale now for me in Feb. I've got to the 1st of April, so I've already got my ticket. So make sure you have time to cancel it if you know you're not going to get a ticket. Okay. When you've got your ticket, you've got your hotel sorted. Great. You don't have to worry about the free cancellation or cancelling it. You got your ticket. Great. Practice at your local events. Okay. Get your practice in. Choose the deck what you're going to use. Then, when you know what you're going to use, put in your deck list to the event, and this is the deck that you're going to use for this. So when I enter in a deck list, so I need to delete this deck list. Okay. So now when I enter a new deck list, it will be registered for this event. Okay. Make sure it is the right Pokemon and everything else. The numbers match the cards you are using. Special rares, whatever, don't care. Make sure it matches. And I mean it. And go through each card before and double, triple check your deck list before you go to the event in the morning, before it starts. Double check it. Make sure your sleeves are right. You've got spare sleeves. You've got everything you need. Right? And when you've got all that, great. Right? So, you've made an account. You've been playing at local events. You've registered with RK9. You've managed to get yourself a ticket at a tournament. Great. You've got yourself a hotel for the event. Try and get it early and free cancellation. Make sure it's free cancellation, so then you can cancel it if you didn't get a ticket. Always the best advice for you, and get your hotel early. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Then practice with the deck. Do not change the list if you really can avoid not changing the list, and you're really good at it, and you know that deck list. Use it. Make sure it's registered on your deck creator list for this event. Okay, it's really easy. There's step and guides for it. Then make sure the deck is correct. You've triple checked it. You got your bag. You got all the information you need. You have the email you need with your ticket. You have food, water, snacks, and stuff like that. Whatever you want to use. You have your deck. You have your deck box. You have your little box, whatever you keep your damage counters, conditions, dice, all that other stuff. Make sure you've got that. Your vstar markers. You've got spare sleeves. You've got a pen. And that's all you need to do. And just make sure you don't, misplay and stuff like that. That's why you practice. All right. Now, I've whittled on for quite a while. So, hopefully this information has helped. Please comment down below if you have any questions or anything that I've missed. I don't think I have. So, yeah. All I can say to you is good luck in the future in the events you are playing, or if you're going to be at the London Internationals and you see me, say hi, all that stuff. I don't mind. I love it. And yeah, I will catch you on the next one. See you then.